We know Chris Hemsworth is killer with a hammer, but it turns out he can also nail auditions.
At least make it a challenge for me.
Early in the Australian actor's career, he read for the role of James T. Kirk in 2009's Star Trek. Famed director J.J. Abrams told the 6'3" actor he was too tall for the role, which went to another Chris, Pine, but instead cast Hemsworth as James' father, George Kirk.
What is it?
It's a boy.
A boy?
Shortly after, Hemsworth landed a large part in The Cabin in the Woods, which proved to be an important step in his evolution to A-lister.
We gotta play it safe. No matter what happens, we have to stay together.
The movie's studio, MGM, was so impressed with Hemsworth's performance on set, they cast him in Red Dawn. And The Cabin in the Woods writer-director Drew Goddard cast Hemsworth a second time in 2018's Bad Times at the El Royale, a role Matthew McConaughey was being considered for.
It's too quiet in here, don't you think? Huh? Gives me the willies.
But most important was the impression Hemsworth left on Joss Whedon, who co-wrote and produced Cabin in the Woods. Whedon was preparing to direct his Avengers script at the same time casting was coming together for Thor. That movie's director, Kenneth Branagh, had his list narrowed down to Alexander Skarsgård, Charlie Hunnam, Joel Kinnaman, and Chris's younger brother Liam, who auditioned multiple times.
Are you feeling what I'm feeling?
No!
Tom Hiddleston also auditioned, but Branagh and producers immediately liked him for Loki. Channing Tatum met with the director, but was told they were looking for an actor more Nordic-looking. Chris Hemsworth auditioned too, but was not called back. At least not until Whedon called Branagh and suggested Chris get a second look. The older Hemsworth got a screen test and landed the part.
This drink, I like it.
I know, it's great, right?
Another!
For his next movie, Snow White and the Huntsman, Hemsworth again faced steep competition. Viggo Mortensen and Hugh Jackman were both attached as the male title role, but fell through during negotiations. Johnny Depp, Tom Hardy, and Michael Fassbender were then considered before Hemsworth won out.
Can't you see him having a bath?
By then, Hemsworth had proven his box office clout, yet insisted on auditioning for Rush, even though he was never asked to. He, of course, landed the role and worked again with director Ron Howard on In the Heart of the Sea.
As I live and breathe, he's mine.
Hemsworth is coming off a memorable turn as Thor in Avengers Endgame and has no signs of slowing down, with Men in Black International alongside his Thor Ragnarok co-star Tessa Thompson. He's also signed on to play wrestler Hulk Hogan in a biopic, co-star with Tiffany Haddish in the action comedy Down Undercover, and has said he'd love to follow in Daniel Craig's shoes as James Bond.
Yes!